Crypto DLT with Mr. Connector. Be sure to subscribe. Hit the notification bell for daily content. Let's go.
Hey, it's Mr. Connector. I hope everyone is having a good day today. We're seeing a little bit of green into the market. On the Mr. Connector coin list, we've got Caspa, Stronghold, Axlar, and Energy Web Token all doing good today. And don't forget about Quant and their Overledger. It's good to see Quant finally making a move. We got in that pretty early, but it's been a little stagnant for a while. Let's quickly check out the gold price, $2,182, and silver's $24.82, down 3% over the last 24 hours. But you can't go wrong with silver. Silver is always a good play. Guys, I'm going to quickly go over this ETHgate stuff, and then we're going to go straight into breaking down Jerome Powell's answer when he's asked about the Fed creating a Cbdc. But here's Eleanor Terrett. If Fortune Magazine's reporting is correct and the SEC is indeed on a campaign to classify Ethereum as a security, besides scrutinizing its proof-of-stake model, the regulator may also be looking into the ICO, which the SEC itself put aside when it said that ETH was not a security in June of 2018. Thanks to the release of the Hemin emails, we know that the SEC met with the Ethereum founder Vitalik Buterin in 2018 to discuss the role of the Ethereum Foundation. After that meeting, the head of the SEC's Department of Corporation Finance, Bill Hemin, would go on to declare that Bitcoin and Ethereum were not securities. And this was outside of the agency's regulatory purview, a position it apparently maintained until recently. Yeah, guys, they get up there. Not just Bill Hemin, all of them have done this. Anytime they go and make a speech somewhere, they will always get up there on the stage and say that their opinions are not opinions of the SEC. But they'll go right into these long speeches about things that move markets because people listen to them as they are the government, even after they say that it's not an opinion of the government. I mean, why would I even want to hear from them if it's not an opinion from the government? Who cares what these guys think in their personal lives? Why is their personal opinions moving entire markets? So Bill Hemin gives a quasi-free pass to Bitcoin and Ethereum and lets them go right ahead and get all these developers and have this free pass to do whatever they want while they go attack Ripple. And Ripple's the more transparent legal company. Ripple's the threat to their power control. Ripple's the level playing field, guys. And I've heard a lot of talk about how the space doesn't need the SEC going after Ethereum because it would hurt the space now. Well, where were you at when they were going after XRP? That didn't seem to matter. Now they're claiming that the Ethereum market is so big and it's already had all this building out that it's wrong to say they're a security somehow. Meanwhile, XRP holders have been waiting on this day to come for years, for the truth to finally come to light. I can't wait to see what happens with it. And thank you to DAI and Bradcoms. I just saw where they went to speak with Senator Grassley about this. There have been damages done, and there should be remedies. Okay, let's go over this question that this reporter asked Jerome Powell from the Federal Reserve about the Cbdc, and we're going to break it down and analyze this.
To Congress that you are going to wait for approval before the Fed does anything, launches anything. But folks like House Majority Whip Tom Emmer have said that the Fed is either actively researching or hiring personnel to study the implications of the Cbdc. Can you give us any clarity on what the Fed is doing right now on a digital dollar?
Sure. So I think we've been pretty transparent on this, but I will...
All right, let's stop right there. Transparent. The Federal Reserve is one of the most secretive entities in the history of the world. Our Congress can't even go in and audit them. We have no clue what their books are. And yet it's private families that own all these banks, which in turn owns the Fed, prints money out of thin air. It is a wild system we live in. Let's keep going.
So we we are not getting ready to, we haven't proposed, we haven't come to a conclusion that we should propose.
Oh, wow. So he just said 3 things there. We are not getting ready to, we haven't proposed, we haven't come to a conclusion that we should propose. You got to watch these guys. They'll pretend to stutter or mess up, and it's actually a way of evolving their answer, guys. Or
anything like that, that Congress consider legislation to authorize a digital dollar. And it would take legislation.
So he's just talking about the proposal that could be made to Congress. They haven't worked on that. And it definitely takes Congress to give them permission to do a CBDC.
By Congress, signed by the president, to give us the ability to do what we think of as a CBDC, which is really a retail CBDC with the public of it. So we're just a long.
So it's a retail CBDC, not a wholesale CBDC. Guys, the way government should be set up is that the citizens pay their local city, county. The county pays the state, and the state pays the federal government, and the federal government trades with other federal governments. So what we really need is in the middle, we need the states to have their own individual asset-backed stablecoins. State entities need only accept their own stablecoins, which should be interchangeable with other states, and let the federal government worry about the cross-border bridge wholesale CBDC. And it may not even be the Federal Reserve. It may be the Treasury that does this. I mean, is our Congress going to be that crazy to let the Federal Reserve handle a CBDC? They're not federal, and they have no reserves. They're a private banking family-owned entity.
Long way from that. What we are doing, and I think what every major central bank is doing, is we're trying to stay in the frontiers of what's going on in digital finance. And it has many, many different areas. You know, it has applications in wholesale finance, in the payment system. And so we to serve the public, these issues have become very front burner in the last 5.
I'm sure they have. Other governments, look at all the BRICS countries. They're all working on digital payment systems. And if we don't, we're going to get left behind. So hopefully they have been working on, or somebody has been working on wholesale. And I would think that the Treasury Department with new asset-backed Treasury dollars would be better at it than the Federal Reserve.
5 or 6 years. We need to be knowledgeable about all that. So we actually do have people trying to understand things that are, but it's wrong to say that we're working on a CBDC and then we've secretly got a lab here where we've got one and we're just going to spring it on Congress at the right moment. We don't.
Again, he's talking about the retail CBDC.
I haven't at all in my own mind made a decision that I think this is something the U.S. should be doing.
Why would we even care about any decision that he makes in his own mind? Guys, he's a spokesperson. All this is smoke and mirrors.
I just think it's something we need to understand, and we do have people who are keeping up with that as part of the broader payments landscape. That's how I would characterize it.
So yeah, wholesale, broader payments landscape. Look at his face, guys, where I have it paused. He's retreating after a statement like that. He's stressed. He's biting his lips. Let's keep going.
Mark.
Okay, well, that's it. Guys, if you have anything to add, put it in the comments. If you could, like the video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. I try to bring out daily content. We'll get through all this information together, guys. Hope you have a good day. Mr. Connector out.